Hi there, my name is Jennifer, and I wanted to do a quick follow-up video on a video I had posted a while back regarding my osteoporosis journey, I suppose you could call it. So I had a total hysterectomy about 13 years ago, and so a total hysterectomy is when they take it all. They take the ovaries, the uterus, the cervix, everything, because I have severe endometriosis. Well, it turned out that it was only having the hysterectomy was only a short-term, I wouldn't call it a cure, but it really did resolve my endometriosis for several years. But I was put on estrogen replacement after having the hysterectomy. And I don't know why nobody caught on the fact that, estrogen feeds endometriosis. So I ended up having an even more severe episode of the endometriosis that caused a really severe issue where the endometriosis went around my kidney, the ureter. The ureter is that tube that goes between your bladder and your kidney. So it completely went around it and it crimped it. And so I had an impacted kidney, and oh my gosh, was that painful or what? And so I ended up missing 3 months of work. I had major surgery, was in the hospital for quite a while. They had to put a stent in through my bladder into my kidney. I mean, it was this big old drama because I was put on estrogen replacement after a total hysterectomy. Well, so there was sort of like my own research was like a light bulb moment when I was like, wait a minute, everything I'm reading says estrogen feeds endometriosis, so why am I on estrogen? But what really sucks about that is when we have low estrogen, it can affect our bone density. So I've been off of estrogen for over 6 years. I would say it's probably, closer to 8 years maybe. I haven't looked exactly, but it's been quite a while. And so when I was 43 years old, I had bariatric surgery because I had had a great deal of weight gain caused from a very severe thyroid condition. So yeah, you think that endometriosis is my only problem? No, it's not. I got a lot of junk. But the thyroid condition caused a great deal of weight gain because I had to have a thyroidectomy. And so I gained weight really fast, and I couldn't lose it because of a lot of stuff, but mostly because of thyroid problems. But anyway, part of the post-surgery care is at about 1 year post-op, a lot of doctors will prescribe a DEXA scan for weight loss patients to get a baseline scan so that in the future, because when you've had weight loss surgery, your nutrition might be poor, you might have low calories, just to make sure that weight loss patients are maintaining a high level of health, they do a DEXA scan in order to basically just have a baseline. It doesn't have the intention of any sort of diagnosis. There's no other purpose except for 1 year post-op labs. And you get a lot of labs, a lot of blood work, but DEXA scan is part of the 1 year, at least with my doctor it was. Well, shockingly, they came back and said, oh, dang, you've got osteoporosis. Oh, but wait, you can't actually have osteoporosis because you're only 44. So you can't actually, and actually, to be honest, I might have still, but no, I was probably 44. Yeah, I was 44. And so at 44, you cannot officially have a diagnosis, according to my doctors at least, of osteoporosis. And so I had a diagnosis of low bone density. Well, because I wasn't officially diagnosed with osteoporosis, and I am post-menopausal, but I'm only post-menopausal because of having a hysterectomy. So I'm actually considered, now it doesn't make sense to me either, so it won't make sense to you, I'm sure, is I would actually considered pre-menopausal because I didn't go through natural menopause. I went through unnatural, forced menopause. Doesn't make sense. Well, so because of those criteria, I was under 45, and according to their reasoning, I had not gone through menopause. The only osteoporosis bone density medication that was available to me was a medicine called Evista. Now, Evista, it is oh my gosh, I don't know if I could say this, raloxifene medication, raloxifene, and it is called Evista. So Evista is a little bit of a hormonal medication, and it's supposed to replace a very mild dose of the hormone replacement in order to build bone density, because like I was talking about, low estrogen can cause, you know, us gals to lose bone density. And it is especially helpful apparently, because I'm actually reading it, because I was at the doctor today, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I actually have some humongous news about my situation. And so I actually have it written in this paperwork that I received. And so Evista is really helpful for reducing the risk of spinal fracture. In my situation, my spine is my worst area. I have the Z-scores, and I don't have my Z-scores in front of me, but if I recall correctly, it's -3. If that sounds correct, if that sounds like in the right thing. Now, so there's the T-scores, and T-score is for people that have they're closer to the 60s or above, and the Z-scores are apparently for people in the lower age group. That's according to my doctor today, who explained it, sort of. Well, so I took Evista for only 1 month. I was only able to take it for 1 month. And the reason I had to stop Evista, now everybody's different. If your doctor is prescribing Evista, don't take what I'm saying. This is not medical advice. This is my personal experience, because every single one of us reacts to medicine differently. You might have a completely different reaction than I did, but I tried it, and these are my personal results. Is it caused me, so I am a migraine sufferer. I typically average on a really bad time, like a high migraine time, maybe 2 a week. But I was more of I was going through a period of having just chronic headaches versus migraines. The Evista, I'm also, you know, like I said, I'm a weight loss patient, so I lost a lot of weight, and I had stabilized at 170 pounds for almost a year before I started Evista. In 1 month with Evista, I gained 8 pounds, and I had chronic migraines. And I started getting hot flashes. Now, to be honest, hot flashes were not a deal breaker. If that was only hot flashes, I would have kept taking the med. But the migraines were pretty debilitating. I am very fortunate. I take a medicine called Maxalt. It is the best migraine med that I've ever used. I went through a lot of different meds, and so that really worked for me. So my personal experience is my body did not tolerate Evista. Highly encourage you to try it. It was not very expensive through my copay. I don't recall how much I paid, but I remember the thought that it was much cheaper than I had expected. So I talked about how before you're 45, you can't get the official diagnosis. I had the diagnosis of low bone density. On Saturday, this past Saturday, today's Monday, on Saturday, 2 days ago, I turned 45. So I had scheduled my appointment with my endocrinologist today, which is August 26th of 2019. My birthday is August 24th, so it was just 2 days ago. And I got the official diagnosis of osteoporosis, which just, it sucks. It sucks. And according to my doctor, my numbers are really bad. So I did not feel great about that, but amazing doctor, really compassionate, really excited to be working, you know, with a new doctor on this. Well, she wants me, I'm going to get another DEXA scan. I will if you'd like me to update you about that, put it down below. If people like care about this kind of stuff. But let me tell you about what she wants me to consider doing. She wants me to do this. It is called Forteo. It is oh my God, these names. I just kill it. Teriperitide. Oh my gosh. I should have looked it up to see how to pronounce these words before I did this video, but I literally just got home from the doctor's office within the hour. I just felt like this is the time that I needed to do this video. So that's why I'm doing it right now when it's like fresh in my mind. And so Forteo, it is a once a day injection through a pen device that you do in your home. So it is injected daily for up to a maximum of 2 years. It is currently the only available bone treatment that actually builds bone rather than just stopping bone breakdown. It causes improved bone mineral density and decreased fractures, but essentially only in the spine. And that's my problem area. So this is like the step up from, I guess, Evista, because Evista sounds like it's also kind of geared towards the spine, and that's my problem area. But with Forteo, there's risk of like, you have to be postmenopausal. The doctor mentioned you have to be postmenopausal because they don't know the effects of if someone were to have a pregnancy with this medicine. They don't know. There's not enough, you know, God forbid they would actually have the results of some poor child having some side effect. I mean, I guess they don't know the results of what it would do to a child in utero, like if you're pregnant. But I've had a total hysterectomy, so that for me is not a problem. There's also a higher risk of thyroid cancer. Well, I don't have a thyroid. So this is one of those weird times where all of my junk, like all my surgeries have been removals. And so my hysterectomy, where they removed my uterus and my ovaries, I can't have a baby, which I wish I could, but that's a whole nother story. And I can't get thyroid cancer because I don't have a thyroid. So I am like prime person, and I have severe osteoporosis at the age of 45. So I'm going to be getting a DEXA scan in the next couple of weeks, and based on those results, I will probably be starting this new medicine called Forteo. So if you want me to update about that, let me know below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you have any questions about like weight loss surgery, bariatric, endometriosis, osteoporosis, like those questions, because a lot of it is interconnected. So feel free to ask. And hey, and if you want to subscribe and see if I upload more videos about this, go for it. I mean, I would totally love that. And if you want to hear about anything else, let me know below. Okay, well, I hope you're doing really well, and I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys later. Bye.